himself, saying, "Oh Lord, we have done wrong." And how he lies, imputed his own sin to God, saying, "Because thou hast seduced me." 14 can hater both our action and the action of God. Regard our action as existent. This is manifest. If the action of created beings be not in the midst, obviously existent, then say not to anyone, "Why have you acted thus?" The creative act of God brings our actions into existence. Our actions are the effects of the creative act of God. A rational being perceives either the letter, the outer sign, or the inner purpose, the spirit. How should he comprehend two accidents at once? If he turns his mind to the spirit, he becomes unheedful of the letter. No eye sees forward and backward at the same moment. 14 can hate abide. At the time when you look in front, how at the same time can you look behind you? Recognize this. Inasmuch as the soul does not comprehend both the letter and the spirit, how should the soul be the creator of them both? O son, only God comprehends both. The one action does not hinder him from the other action. Satan said, "Because thou hast seduced me." The vile devil concealed his own act. Adam said, "We have done wrong unto ourselves." He was not like us, unheedful of the action of God. 14 can hated the respect he concealed it. The action of God to sin by casting the sin upon himself. He ate fruit. Was till after his repentance God said to him, "O Adam, did not I create in thee that sin and tribulations? Was it not my foreordainment and destiny? How didst thou conceal that at the time of excusing thyself?" He, Adam, said, "I was afraid. I did not let respect go, did not fail to observe due respect." He, God, said, "I too have observed it towards thee." Whoever brings reverence gets reverence in return. Whoever brings sugar eats almond cake. 14 can hate abide. For whom are the good women? For the good men. Treat thy friend with honor, offend and see what will happen. O heart, bring forward a parable for the sake of my difference, that thou mayst know what distinguishes compulsion from free will. Take the case of a hand that is shaking from morbid or involuntary tremor, in the case of a person whose hand you cause to shake by knocking it away from its place. Know that both these movements are created by God, but it is impossible to compare the latter with the former. You are sorry for having caused his hand to shake. How is the man afflicted with a morbid tremor not sorry? For whom are the good women? The action of God, in regard to the sin. By casting the sin upon himself, he ate fruit, was blessed. After his repentance, God said to him, "O Adam, did not I create in thee that sin and tribulations? Was it not my foreordainment and destiny? If though the good men treat thy friend with honor, offend, and see what will happen. O heart, bring forth a parable for the sake of difference, that thou mayst know what distinguishes compulsion from free will. Take the case of a hand that is shaking from morbid or involuntary tremor, and the case of a person whose hand you cause to shake by knocking it away from its place. Know that both these movements are created by God, but it is impossible to compare the latter with the former. You are sorry for having caused his hand to shake. How is the man afflicted with a morbid tremor not sorry? 1500. This is the intellectual quest. What is the use of such a quest? Genius one, that perchance slays me. A man of weak understanding may find his way to that place, gain some idea of the truth. Yet, the intellectual quest, though it be fine as pearls and coral, is other than the spiritual quest. The spiritual quest is on another plane. The spiritual wine has another consistency. At the time when the intellectual quest was in keeping with the circumstances, yes, and though I was intimate with Bull Huckam, when I was intimate with 14:5. He is perfect on the side of sense perception and understanding, though indeed he is ignorant in regard to the spirit. Know that the quest of the intellect and the senses is concerned with effects or secondary causes. The spiritual quest is either wonder or the father of wonder, either wonder or beyond wonder. The illumination of the spirit comes then. There remains not, O thou who seekest illumination, conclusion and premise, or that which contradicts statement, or that which renders sentence necessary, because the seer on whom his God's light is dawning is quite independent of the logical proof. Because the seer on whom his God's light is dawning is quite independent of the logical proof, which resembles a blind man's staff. Once more we come back to the tale. When indeed did we go forth from the tale? A scholar modern says Rumi's portrayal of Iblisi depicts him as a lover of God, but a heartless being is incapable of loving, and here lies his deceit. Therefore, when Iblisi claims that all envy arises from love, for fear lest another becomes the chosen of the beloved, he is lying. He is lying.